Hey everybody, welcome back to Airsoftology on Mondays, the show that answers your questions, helps you at a pinch, and is also freezing in Taiwan. That's right. He didn't tell you in the brochure that it actually got pretty darn cold here in Taipei. I'm your host, Jonathan Higgs. Thank you for being patient for the past couple weeks. It's been SHOT Show time, so you know that means it has been absolutely crazy with all of the SHOT Show videos. In fact, I've got a couple more of the booth tours, and then right on the heels of that, this week is the SHOT Show Viewers' Choice Awards, where you guys and gals get to pick your favorite items from all the booths that you saw at SHOT Show 2018. So you actually get to vote interactively on those, and then the winner actually gets a big old fat trophy, like a huge thing, that I actually will ship out to all the different companies for each of the categories. It's gonna be pistol, it's gonna be gas blowback or HPA/gas blowback rifle, AEG, and accessory. The 4 categories for this year that you can take the prize in. I'll have those videos coming up this week. So make sure if you guys aren't subscribed, you've done that. Also, big news, if you guys don't know, it is Chinese New Year. It's the big New Year celebration. It starts here on the 15th. And because of that, it's actually Year of the Dog, which is super cool. So I had to make these, and I'm gonna try to get, there we go. Got the focus on them. I got the New Year's Corgis, the Tactic Corgi. So I've gone with the Tactic Corgi here, and then I have a female version in kind of the little the dress there. Got the texture, if you look at it there, it's super cool. I'm really happy with how these turned out. I'm gonna have both of these for sale up on the web store starting right now. Now they will ship after New Year's. That means everything's shut down here, so I can't even get these things out to you just yet. So shipping will be 1 week delayed. So this is kind of a pre-order. I'll put that as the notes when you guys place the order. So if you need these fast, just keep in mind it's gonna be a week before they ship, and then the international shipping, which can take a week or up to 2 weeks depending on your country's customs and things like that, coming here from Taiwan, that I'll be putting each one in each envelope myself. Okay, enough of all the stuff we're talking about. Let's dive on into what you're really here for, and that's your questions in the Tippmann mail call. Look, Hales writes, hey John, would you ever recommend buying a used airsoft gun? Actually, I sell mine a lot. I will buy used too if it's a collector's piece I'm looking for. I get this question quite a bit. For me, buying used, I think, this is just my opinion, is something you want to have in your hand. You want to be able to walk up and touch it and make sure it is real and works. Especially something like airsoft that can have a lot of things that could be going on with it. You need to make sure the thing functions the right way, and you're very, very, very happy with that purchase before you turn over that money, because with airsoft, it's kind of all sales final kind of thing. I mean, like, it can break at any time. So once you get it, it's kind of yours. Also, if you're not gonna do that, I would say use something along the lines of any kind of shopping where you have a reputation system. I think the Hop Up app is fantastic to meet buyers and sellers, especially if you're gonna try to find a local or do some trades. And also on top of that, I think eBay is still viable to a point, especially with the protection they give the buyer. The buyer has so much power on eBay these days. So those are all some great places to go. But don't be afraid to buy used. Just for me, I personally like to test them out or have some sort of protection in place. So when you purchase, make sure you use something like PayPal, where your actually purchase is protected. So if you're using like meeting up somebody through Hop Up or whatever, or if they're local, you can meet them up at a local field or something like that, or just someone there you can find. That's just my thoughts with it, just because there's so many opportunities for something to go wrong with airsoft. It's better to do it in person. Graham Hicks writes, okay, honestly, have you ever played airsoft naked? Heck no, are you crazy? JDM Airsoft writes, hey John, how do you feel about airsoft equipment like claymores, grenades, and landmines? Do you feel that they are a useful tool for airsoft? So I'm gonna address the claymores and landmines first, and then we're gonna move to the grenades, because there's so many different things here. I think one in one group and one in another group. So for claymores and landmines, I think for base defense, if you guys are doing like a big Milsim event, or if you are a airsoft sniper, then yes. And I think for a sniper, specifically a claymore, to have something to cover your six, to defend your backside where you can't spin around. You're trying to be really super sneaky. Maybe you're like the ghillie suit style sniper, not the Norbert style that runs and guns super fast and blasts people, but more like the ghillie suit, sit put and really get some like true sniper kills. I think the claymore can be a great tool. You can set them up to defend your backside areas you really can't see. If they come, you can kind of do the remote control button or set tripwires. Those work. Landmines are a little harder because they're this big. They usually shoot powder or water, and you have to like bury them. And have had very bad experiences like getting them to actually work and function. There's some out there, but not so much. Now grenades, oh yeah, grenades are great. Fantastic. They let you do things you can't do with a pistol or rifle. You're going and clearing your room, you got your pistol and you're kind of doing that, and then there's a wall. And you know there's a bad guy around the corner. Well, you can't just stick your pistol blindly around the wall. That's against the rules. It's called blind firing. It means you have to expose yourself, and then you pop around the corner, and then the guy's just waiting to, boom, blast you right in the face when you stick your face around. So having that grenade, pull the pin, throw it right in, and they have a bad day, and you get to go in and clear the room. I think it's a fantastic tool. Airsoft grenades are hit or miss. There's some good ones out there, and some pretty bad ones as well. I think there are some, it depends on field rules too. Some will let you use banger grenades as a real grenade. Some make you have the BBs, like the Tornado or the Cyclone, that actually throw the BBs out, or the new Avatar grenades. Those are all different rules. So make sure to check with your field rules and the event rules on what the grenade uses are. I think they are very, very, very effective if you're allowed to use them. So that's kind of my thought on all the stuff. The Claymores, specific use, like sniper rolls, base defense, I think those work. The landmines, definitely not. And the grenades definitely have a good use if your field allows them. Moxa Maximus writes, what do you think of the Silverback SRS? Worth it or stick with the VSR? So we're talking about sniper rifles here. If you guys don't know what the Silverback SRS and the VSR are, VSR is? I don't know, which one is, anyway, I digress. It's the VSR 10 is the tried and true sniper platform. It really is. It is the gold standard when it comes to sniper rifles. There are countless numbers of upgrades for it and has been proven to be a solid rifle. However, the Silverback SRS I've seen in use many times. I've seen them here in person. It seems like a cool system. If you're okay with the bolt pop, it means it moves the bolt to the very back here. So it's not like you reach up. It's kind of an interesting setup to say the least. But if you guys watch Brain Explorer, if you guys haven't subscribed to Brain Exploder's channel on YouTube, you definitely should. Has quite a few sniping videos with the Silverback SRS, this bullpup sniper rifle. It means you get a really long sniper rifle in a really short package, or you can get an extremely long barrel in a normal size package. It's a pretty darn cool setup, and after watching him get his tuned in, I think it's a pretty darn good platform. Usually I'm one of those that I want to see it in use, or at least have some experience. Like when I do my own reviews, I want to have hands-on and see if I like it or not before I can recommend something. I've never put my hands on in a game the Silverback SRS, but after seeing what Brain Exploder's done, I think it is a very viable gun. So it comes down to exactly what you're looking for. Do you want something very different? SRS. If you want something tried and true, definitely the VSR 10. I think both are good platforms as they stand today. Of course, the VSR 10 being the safe bet by far if you guys want to do, or if you want to do an upgraded sniper rifle, I mean, you can always do that. The Silverback SRS, you're a little bit more limited, but from what I've seen, does a good job. All right, that's it for questions this week, which means it is time for the Code Red Headsets video recommendation of the week. And this one, I picked out myself, and I had to share this with you. It is just too cool. It's not even Airsoft, it's Nerf. And you're gonna go, Jonathan, why are you showing a Nerf video on an Airsoft channel? Just because it's so cool, and I would love for someone to take the concept of this and apply it over to Airsoft. I'm looking at all you enterprising engineering brains out there that watch this channel. I know there are many of you that can pull something off. This is the Nerf Rival Minigun. It is 20 rounds a second, 2,000 round capacity. It's a minigun that shoots Nerf darts, full auto at 20 RPS with a backpack storage unit for it. This is what I'm talking about. I want someone to make the backpack storage unit a la Predator for the miniguns that are out there today, like the classic Army ones that are out there. I want to see someone put this together and make it function. Maybe somebody has, maybe you guys know, maybe there's a link to a video. Please, if it is, put it below. This is too cool. This, I just love the engineering, and there's a lot of guys like this in Airsoft. I want to see something like this convert over. I would even play against this guy. Hands down, I think it'd be great. I mean, I would totally do some Airsoft versus Nerf, which, by the way, if you guys know, there's a channel like Bernie X who does a lot of Airsoft versus Nerf videos, kind of a video series. Anyway, this is pretty cool. I don't know if it's one you want to mash the sub button on this channel, but just still a cool video nonetheless. Has a ton of views, getting close to 1 million, like 750,000 or something like that at the time. But really, really cool project. again, I would love to see someone do this. By the way, if you guys have a channel of your own, this is where you can promote yourself. It's totally cool. Or a channel you love, something you think is so cool and you want to have it shared here, this is your space. This right here, this section is all about sharing other airsoft YouTubers and trying to get the word out and help grow this community of all these airsoft YouTubers and sharing these great videos, whether it's gameplay, reviews, whatever. I want to hear about them. So put them down in the comment section below, as well as your questions down there below too. Make sure you get them on the show. That's how it works. You put your questions in there, vote up your favorites, and we'll get them on the show. Each week I do read the week before, so like about 6-7 days in, I'm reading everything up to that point. I go through a lot of them and try to pick the best ones out and get the best ones on the show. Be persistent. I do read them all for that week, and then I will see the ones that repeat a lot, and I do eventually try to get those on the show. There's only space for like 4 or 5. Anyway, thank you so much for hanging out, and thank you for being a part of the community. Don't forget, Chinese New Year corgis are out, and I've also got brown corgis and some other patches. Those aren't the only patches in the web store. I got a bunch of them. They do ship worldwide, free shipping, so the price you see is the price you pay no matter where you live in the world, and they're gonna get shipped to you guys first class mail. Remember, the store is gonna be offline, and I'll put a note in there until Monday after Chinese New Year, so we're actually the Tuesday. I think it's the 21st is the first day that shipping will resume. So probably the 21st, 22nd, we'll be able to start to get those back out. So any orders are gonna happen between now and the 21st, 22nd is going to be the case if you guys are watching this video right when it drops. Anyway, until next week, go out, have some fun, play some airsoft, but no matter what you do, call your freaking hits.